Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably...
Bale! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's a really well-measured ball. Bruno Fernandes touches it back. Great chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. De Jong. And here's Bale.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the counter is on. Bruno Fernandes makes a dash for it. Mateus. He's had it taken off him. And here's Bale. He's going for goal! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So that's two now without reply. It's Bale! Off the post! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found himself a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's Nedved. Some good work on the right flank.
That's
here.
Good play from him.
Hangs in a cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Gyökeres. Oh, they can break here.
Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi Alonso.
Nedved.
Guardiola. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Rijkaard.
Van der Ven.
Robertson. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Spread out to the left. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Nedved. Guardiola. He's looking wide. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Messi. Xavi Alonso.
Kvaratskhelia.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Very nicely done. That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's quick to return it. Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And here's Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Grealish. Lofted in. It is a corner. River Plate with the corner. They're first. Koundé with the clearance. That's a throw. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball. Gyökeres. And he's worked it through. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Gyökeres. And the shot! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Bale. And here's Bale. Bale! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Kvaratskhelia with the short one.
Kvaratskhelia.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
That is a crunching tackle.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Grealish. Grealish will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that's well seen too. Oh, good-looking ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Xabi Alonso getting this one clear. He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! Darmian.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Bale. Well, that looks a decent ball. Skillful. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Birmingham Legion just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Opportunity to pay a visit to our official
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Birmingham Legion can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Birmingham Legion currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Koundé. Well, that is one way to stop him. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Grealish. Well read, nice interception. This is a promising build-up. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Guardiola. Tomiyasu cuts it out. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. He's onside, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. Grealish quietly revving up. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. This looks promising. Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Takes a shot! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Grealish. Now it's Mbappe. And Robertson. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ledved. Now he's got space here. Rijkaard. Bale might just make this. And that could set him on his way. Thinks about big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Gyökeres. Chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Gyökeres has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution on the field.
Number 2 then.
Gyökeres. Number 10, Kvaratskhelia. Number 14,
Bale moves short.
Number 8,
Bale.
Frenkie de Jong. Number 2, Vermaelen.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Ronaldinho. Number 23, Frank
Pepe gets a foot in and wins the ball.
John Neves. Number 15, William.
Now it's Pedri. Neymar.
Substitution in progress.
Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Driving forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
River Plate clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There will be one.
He's having a shot!
Time.
And now they can clear their lines. Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rijkaard with... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend, one that's become a standard now in leagues all around the world?
Trailblazer.
Absolutely.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Searching pass he's played there. Damian. Threads one in. Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's being urged to shoot. That is a crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Neymar. That's a little off target. Totti. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Kvaratskhelia. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Gyökeres. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, he's got space here. Now, that's well seen too. That looks a good ball through. And Batistuta! He's got a goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ambitious ball here. Pepe kept his eye on it. Gyökeres! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And yes, it's him again.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's a fine interception. Can he get on the end of this? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that's a key interception. Knocks it into space, and he's been shifted off it. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the run. Bale shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Takes a shot! Chance again? No.
Birmingham really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Pepe is a perfect... And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Birmingham are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Birmingham Legion largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Away we go again. Aims beyond the defence, and he's managed to get free. He's found a way through. Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Birmingham Legion, palpably stronger, better, superior. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Pepe calmly anticipates. Oh, that's well spotted. He won't be happy with that one. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Bale. Lovely pass, but tries a shot!
And that's a sharp finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The attendance for this match.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Birmingham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's one-on-one! Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Bale.
Such good technique.
Rijkaard.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Kvaratskhelia. Number 9.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
On the field, number 18, Ronaldinho.
Birmingham Legion with the corner. They're first.
Substitution
It's
taking
Rijkaard.
place.
And here's Bale. And he shoots! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Birmingham Legion do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Guardiola. Ronaldinho. And it's Rijkaard. To Guardiola. And it's Bale. And here's Mbappe. Fermin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Substitution.
So we have further activity on the bench here. David Villa getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Well timed, excellent interception. Robertson. Now it's Bale. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Tries to play it through. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Vermaelen promptly onto that, and that is that. He's shifting through the gears here. That is lovely. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Villa, and he stands tall, impenetrable.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. 4 extra minutes added on. Koundé. Darmian. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Hello, everybody, and please join
Your
me
reflections
in
then,
wishing a
Jim.
happy
I think we
wedding
just saw a
anniversary
team
for one of our
winning
fan club
by playing to
members.
their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player.
David Villa! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Ayutthaya finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's got away, and the shot! It's a loose ball. Now it's Bale. McAllister. Now this could be a chance. Guardiola. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, some astute defending there. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
That was travelling. Belletti. And Donatoni. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Driven in. De Gea claims it without any fuss. Well timed, excellent interception. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really...
Oh, real chance! And no mistake. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Birmingham Legion are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Decent hit from there. Costa Curta. McAllister. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Bale. Now it's Bale. Serves up across. Birmingham Legion with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Bale with the short one. And here's Bale. Big chance! Just glittering Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A case now of complete... He's having a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's Bale! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he can thump it away. Has to go back here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Donadoni. Totti. That's a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Totti, over to the right flank. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's very neat. No way. Kvaratskhelia! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Birmingham really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Birmingham Legion have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Ayutthaya are looking to go forward now. Belletti. And it's Totti. Donadoni. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. Cleared without hesitation. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot! Yes!
They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Birmingham Legion are having a ball here. Rijkaard. Belletti.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Out of play for a goal kick.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, that's a key interception. Guardiola. Looking to play him in. He's found, and the shot! It's a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Damian calmly anticipates. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Villa. He's a sharp little ball here. David Villa. David Villa! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vermaelen spots it and intercepts. Now this could be a chance. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for options for movement. And he's certainly onside here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and...
A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Nicked it back promptly. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gets his head on it! Oh, it's come off the upright. Bale, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Well timed, excellent interception. Birmingham Legion leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pepe makes the interception. Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Jong. Guardiola. Now it's Villa. Kvaratskhelia. Now that is a hefty challenge. Kvaratskhelia was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he welcomes it in. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. De Jong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Birmingham Legion with the corner, they're first. Bale goes short. And here's Bale. Bale! And that's a good finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And a chance! Goal!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found a way through. That has ended up in no man's land. He's found some shot at goal! He's got a goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy!
And they're threatening to fly away here.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Birmingham Legion visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Nothing wrong with that tackle, all won cleanly.
Goes for a shot! Terrific from Mateus! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are right back within touch.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Premio may be down, but not out just... And that signals the end of the first period.
Birmingham are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Birmingham Legion are up by 2 in this truly end-to-end contest. What will the second half bring us?
Substitutions taking place.
So right back into the action. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kvaratskhelia. Bale could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get...
It's Ibrahimovic! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Ronaldinho, the most accurate pass. Kvaratskhelia. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Guardiola. Passes short and sharp. Ribery. Now it's Villa. Oh, it's come loose. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribery. And this is Ibrahimovic. Floated through. And he's intervened well there. Premio are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's had it taken off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The attendance for this match
That
was
has been cut short.
29,950.
And this is Ibrahimovic. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now that's well seen too. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Villa. Ribery. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get that? Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 19.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Number 14.
He is through here.
Coming on the field.
Gremio really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
John Evans. Number 23. Frank Lampard.
He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! And that's a tiny finish. Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And he cuts out the supply. Lampard. Koundé making good progress on the right-hand side. He's got away. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a promising position. He's found the way through. And the shot! And yes, it's there! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
All of a sudden we have a game here. Still! Oh, wow, that's crazy! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Birmingham Legion now in a position. It's Bale! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Bale with the short one. Pinches it off him. And it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Minutes has been indicated.
And he's managed to get free. Lampard. And this is Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. That is a great pick out. And this is Bale. And it's Bale! It's bounced back off the post. And that will be it. Birmingham Legion can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hazard with a terrific effort. Big moment, massive goal.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Birmingham Legion are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Drills one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a sharp pass. Kvaratskhelia! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Kvaratskhelia. Hazard. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Pepe calmly anticipates. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Damian. The pass has gone astray. Pepe goes direct. And here's Ibrahimovic. And the finish! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Birmingham are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them better.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Paris with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. Birmingham Legion have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Bale. He's picked his way through. Tries one from range. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Now, can they get him away? That's the keeper's ball. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's been played through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. Deftly away. Ibrahimovic is hiring after that one. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. The ball's gone astray. Hazard! Hazard! That was superb goalkeeping!
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now they can spring out of defence. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good read, needed to be. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Ibrahimovic.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he thumps it clear. And it's half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Making their way home on public
so that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
All local major stations.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. David
So
Villa.
right back into the action.
Coming on the field is...
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and...
Shot a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
De Jong. Birmingham. Oh, terrible pass. Darmian. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He was under real pressure there. Bale picks it up out wide. Quality ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Caresses it through. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mbappe. Number 2.
Ronaldinho plays it short.
Coming on the field.
Ronaldinho.
Ibrahimovic. Number
Paris
18.
are looking to go forward now.
Number 15.
Now it's
Williams.
Ronaldinho.
Substitution in progress.
And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has put
The
paid to
attendance for
that.
this match was 28,997.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Paris have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
It's Dahani! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he whips it in. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, that was vital. Guardiola. And it's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, Bale! Now, how often do you see that?
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Aimed beyond the defence. Eto'o receives it in a wide position. He's found a way through, and a chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Paris have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Schneider. Takes a shot. Now, who's going to be first to this? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. So what can they make of this? Driving forward. Nicely weighted ball. And he was alert to it. And it's been hooked away. Messi, done delicately. Knocks it into space. This looks promising. Here comes the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Ibrahimovic going forward. Bale in acres of space out wide. Guardiola. And that's a dangerous chance! And that's a sharp finish! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So could they be onto something here? Bale. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game. Right card! And he's quick to get rid. And Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Stam tries to clear. Neto, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner, looking to play him in. Thinks about the shot. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Messi goes short. And here's Messi. Goes for the shot!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, this looks sharp. Thuram makes the interception. And it's Schneider. Guardiola. Great vision. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training, and it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
Knocks it out wide. Seedorf. Paris Saint-Germain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well measured, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Koundé makes the interception. Tries to play it through. Played back to the goalkeeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ibrahimovic going after that. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, some astute defending there. Clarence Seedorf, he's a leader, he's a schemer, a controller, he's certainly a winner, he's all of those things, and he's much, much more.
I'll take it a step further. He's a serial winner on the European scene. In fact, it's that pedigree which I see as his greatest quality. He knows exactly what it takes to be a match winner, and he'll go about doing exactly that.
He's on it, can he get away? Kvaratskhelia was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Foot in. Guardiola.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Great defending, strong and determined. Koundé does well to get it back. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's all alone. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Pepe gets across and deals with it. Platini is always looking to break lines. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Great vision. And he was quick to react.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He has found a way through. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Villa. Vermaelen. Guardiola. Ibrahimovic, who's set up one goal so far. Kvaratskhelia providing an outlet on that flank. Well, they've got it again. And now they can clear their lines. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Birmingham Legion finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's a little off target. He's gone for goal! Off target by a whisker.
Changement en cours.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Gyökeres! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Birmingham Legion restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. No, that's been intercepted. Bale being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent.
Chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6, le numéro 5, le numéro 24, Yaya Touré. À leur place, le numéro 18.
Bale goes short.
Le numéro 15.
That is great defending, so alert.
Vieira.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Can he get on the end of this? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Kohler clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Pepe calmly anticipates. Birmingham Legion have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Lam. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Bale with the short one. And here's Bale. It's Bale! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
So
8,
changes afoot here, and from both
à
sides.
sa place, le numéro 14, Gérard. Changement.
Gerrard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Over to the right flank. Lam delivers. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gerrard gets into a good position. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has been knocked clear. What a throw in. And the shot! Goal! Just looking wide. 75 minutes played. Gyökeres! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Gyökeres fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Bale. Pepe. It'll be a throw-in. Aims beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. And pull it! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players...
Oh, Waters is having a shot! Leicester gets it away. And here's Ronaldinho. He's in a big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Damian. That's really well cleared. Now Howson. Gerrard gets it away. Nicely aimed pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bergomi is there to clear. Lampard. And here's Ronaldinho. Now who's going to be first to this? Deftly away. Lahm deals with that comfortably. That's put pay to the danger. Koller powering forward here. Oh, that's clever. And time is up. Birmingham Legion can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker.
Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Tonali. Bale. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for... Goes for a shot! Cafu gets it away. David Villa. Neymar. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kvaratskhelia is flagged offside. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's he's going for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Tonali. Guardiola. Oh, this looks sharp. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Pass somewhat off target. Kvaratskhelia! And that's a sharp finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's a fine challenge. Tonali. Juke. Darmian calmly anticipates. De Jong. Now it's Villa. Esteval.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lovely. Now it's Bale! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bale really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Koundé does well to get it back. Bale. He's... Bale! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Esteval. Tchouameni. Esteval. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped.
He's had a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. There they go, hunting in packs. And he's been shifted off it.
Birmingham are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Neymar. Tchouameni. Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Luis Suarez. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Luis Suarez. Esteval, he's got away. He's found some space. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rijkaard. So what can they make of this?
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Good strike, quite an alarm. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Bale. He's having a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Just a quick announcement.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Birmingham Legion leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Away we go again. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Bale. Adams. Now Neymar. Adams. Now Costa Curta. Oh, it's a chance! Birmingham Legion now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now it's Bale. Oh, super find. And the shot! Long ball upfield. Esteval. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vermaelen proves too strong. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired.
He's in. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in. There's the shot! It's hit the upright. Costa Curta. Oh, they could break here. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, nicely intercepted. Ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Bale. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't... Kvaratskhelia!
Match with 62,000.
Keeper's not concerned by that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Bale. Kvaratskhelia. Neymar. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Villa. And he's well positioned here. It's Bale!
Off the post!
Oh, easy pickings there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pepe cuts it out. De Jong. And here's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? De Jong. Birmingham Legion are looking to break at pace. Juve. De Jong. Bale. And he's picked out the run. David Villa! Yes! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Juve. Oh, that's a fine interception. Tries to get it clear. He's on it, can he get away? Adams with the slide tackle there. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guardiola gets a foot in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Real chance! It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Arsenal get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. The final 5 minutes. Cafu wins the duel this time. Oh, can he finish? And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the finish! Oh, that's a waste. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for the run, Gyökeres, and he's managed to get free. Oh, good climb! Oh, good finish! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Muscular approach does pay off here. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Ronaldinho. Decent chance! And he hits the net. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems they're in... And the referee brings it to a close. Birmingham Legion pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence.
Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. And it's Gerrard. Vermaelen gets across to intercept that. Howson cuts out the pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Howson cuts it out. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Bellingham. Can he get away here? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Vermaelen, never out of the action for very long. Knocks it into space. Birmingham Legion are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. David Villa! Now that is commitment to the cause. Birmingham Legion with the corner, they're first. Bale plays it short. And here's Bale. He's picked his way through. Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Birmingham Legion have their second corner now. They've played it short. Guardiola proves just a little bit too strong. And he can clear it away.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Howson deals with that comfortably. Now it's Forlan, and the counter is on. Tries to play it through. It's played through for him. And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Vermaelen, Bellingham. Well, now it's a race for the... And another try! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Dembele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bellingham.
Como really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Nicked it back promptly. Forlan. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Rijkaard does well to get it back. And the shot! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Birmingham Legion have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's Forlan! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gerrard with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Villa. And this is Bale. He can run onto that. Chance! So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. Oh, he's all alone. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gerrard, that's a little off target. And here's Bale.
This is the time you need that pace.
2 minutes at a time.
Kvaratskhelia. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the shot's on here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Gerrard. And that is the end of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Birmingham really are
Please
in
turn
control
your
here.
attention to the
They've
screen
done
for
exactly what they set out to do.
information provided by the local
There's a
police.
genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Birmingham Legion enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. So let's get the ball rolling. Zanetti finding himself in space. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Forlan.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Bellingham. Oh, well measured. Goes for a shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Como really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And this is Dembele.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused.
Forlan! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Como certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Then he claimed it was David Villa! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Villa. This might spell danger. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Villa. Bale. Skims one in. That has been knocked clear. Pele. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Darmian promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, what goes for a shot? They've scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Zanetti. Well, that is one way to stop him. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Oh, great run, magical! Puskás. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Engages and forces him off the ball. De Jong. Now it's Villa. And this is Bale. Pele. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. He has found the way through. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Bale. Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. Xavi. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's picked his way through. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! It's in! Barcelona are back in business. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Some really good ball movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he cuts out the supply. Chouameni. Now it's Pelé. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. Now it's Villa. He's through here. He's found a way through. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Bale. Shoots! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Birmingham Legion were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch, this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're into the second 45. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rijkaard gets across and deals with it. Well timed, excellent interception. Caceres cuts out the pass. Pepe gets over and intercepts. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And the pass is intercepted. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Now it's Puskás, looking to play him in. Guardiola. And that is a little undercooked. Now he's running away. Can he get on the chance? What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Almost an hour gone. And it's Xavi. Now it's Puskás. Oh, that's neat. There they go, hunting in packs. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Pelé. And a chance! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Birmingham Legion are making a change now. Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
I think there's been a greater menace.
Shot! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Birmingham Legion presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
An exchange of stares, and here we go. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Birmingham Legion cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rijkaard.
Right here, right now, it's not looking...
It's Pelé! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Good ball, good take. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. Big chance! In he goes again.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is constant.
Ronaldinho!
Birmingham, clearly...
Oh, what a mistake! That's been drilled in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good take, and is he in? And he's made sure that's not getting through. He's a sharp little ball here. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, this looks sharp. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. Well, a decent chance! And a neat finish. The comeback is complete! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
Can he finish? And that's another fine save. Mbappe. I think we're just about done here. Looking for options for movement.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Puskás. Puskás going forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Baresi makes the interception. And it's Lampard. And here's Mbappe. It's Bale! Oh, off the bar! He's gone direct here.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Rijkaard tries to play it through. Great vision. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Bale claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And he shoots! He's scored! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, well played, well played. Gonzalez wins the duel this time. Carvajal kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Gyökeres! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Kvaratskhelia goes short. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's having a go! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bale. Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Damian. And that's aimed into the middle. He's a sharp little ball here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vermaelen kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance for a shot! And no mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Birmingham are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Birmingham Legion are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Kvaratskhelia wants to run onto this. Good read, needed to be. Van Dijk. Seedorf. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Big chance! No, again, there's no way through. Can he finish? More pressure on the opposition goal.
Birmingham really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
It's their second corner of the game. Kvaratskhelia with the short one. Kvaratskhelia. And now they can spring out of defence.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. That's been cut out, well played. Seedorf. Vermaelen calmly anticipates. Gyökeres on 2 now and looking for 3.
Gyökeres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's had it nicked away. Here's a chance! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Now it's Bale. Tries one from range. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Eto'o is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard. And he was quick to react. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Eto'o. He's found a way through. De Jong. Well, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Birmingham Legion were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Birmingham Legion looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. That gets us going once more. Vardiol. And it's Seedorf. The message is clear, none shall pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super ball. That is lovely. He'll try from distance. Oh, he's hit the bar. Birmingham Legion have it back and can go again. Now it's Hazard. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard. Now it's Bale. Gyökeres. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a... He's having a pop! Chance again. No.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Nicely weighted ball. That's a little off target. And here's Eto'o. He's beat. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a... Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's been taken short. That's good play. Cruyff. Vardiol. Birmingham Legion are looking to go forward now. And he's found a way past. Oh, good determined running there, but not backed by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Carvajal gets into a good position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. Rijkaard. This is De Jong. This is a promising build-up. He has found the way through. Nice shot, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! Nico Gonzalez.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He is through here. And it's De Jong. And this is Bale. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
This looks promising. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And he's gone for goal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it. Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. Roma really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Oh, shooting chance! Now that's well seen too. Birmingham Legion can consider themselves just about safe now. That has ended up in no man's land. Bale. This is promising. He might be in here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Sostituzione di giocatori.
Corner number 4 coming up
numero
here.
15. Eto'o. Numero 17. Numero 11. Hazard.
Kvaratskhelia plays it short.
Il numero 4. Il numero 10.
And the finish!
Il numero 8. Schneider.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. Bale goes short. And goes for goal! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash
Il
it.
quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Looking to play him in. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. Seedorf. De Jong. And that will be the final act. Birmingham Legion can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Gyökeres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Birmingham definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very...